I think that we should turn the resources of Iraq back over to the nation that's in charge, the leaders that's been elected there. There's no way they can rebuild their infrastructure unless they're in control of their resources. And as you know, we're in control of that. I ask you if you support that Exxon, BP, and Shell have privatized the oil and are profiting from it, and not the Iraqi nation. No nation can rebuild itself without resources. What's been proposed for them is that the IMF lend them money and that they're enslaved forever, and that all of their infrastructure is privatized, which you talked about. As you know, it's been destroyed, and that's kind of the MO that the United States operates on in Chile and India, supporting people and then breaking down the government, shocking them, shock and awe doctrine. We've seen it too many times. We don't believe you anymore. Iraq has been robbed, our nation's been robbed, and you're driving the getaway car.
I think that you really well, I think you're taking advantage of your position. Everything you've said tonight is absolutely correct. You understand the issues, you understand the complexities, and I think you're very well spoken. But you have not mentioned the most important thing, and that's that President Bush is not interested in what you have to say or what you think. That's right. President Bush is going to do whatever he damn well feels like. The Republicans, when they controlled Congress, were complicit, and the Democrats have been absolutely inept. When you came back from Iraq, you made statements that you had to know were going to be used by the Bush administration and the president's apologists to further his agenda, to make sure that there is no accountability and no oversight by the Congress. And I think that was an absolutely cowardly thing to do. You helped the president not be accountable. You also very effectively moved to the center or to the right in this district. You threw a bone to the people so you can come back and say, MoveOn.org and Nancy Pelosi are not controlling me. I'm an independent Democrat. You know, very much like the Terry Schiavo vote. I can understand some of those votes, but you're positioning yourself and you're abandoning the Democratic Party. You're abandoning the only hope we have to stop the president. And I have to tell you, I cannot vote for you again. In fact, I'm going to work against you. I think the best thing I can do for the Democratic Party is to throw people like you out. Make sure you are not political. Maybe some other people will show the character to do what is right, make sure the president is held accountable so we can actually solve this problem.
Let me at least address the bill.
I just came here to tell you to go to hell.
There is a troubling, I think, tendency in our politics today, on either side, to assume that if somebody disagrees with a position that you hold, the only plausible explanations are that they sold out, they've been tricked, or they're cowardly. Or, as this gentleman seemed to imply, they're making a political decision. I will assure you that on this matter, there's no political calculus whatsoever. None. None. I can get another job. I can't get another country. And when you look in the eyes of American soldiers, and they say, "Sir, my best friend was killed here. I want to see this mission succeed," that matters to me. It's not about politics. It may be about politics for some of you. The gentleman repeatedly referenced political considerations. I am sick to my stomach of the Republicans and the Democrats making politics out of this war. It has no damn business in the decision process. None. And the Republicans did it when they were in the majority. They brought up votes every week, it seemed, that were designed to make this war a political issue. The Democrats are doing it now, and so are the Republicans, and it's shameful on both sides, in my judgment. It is not about President Bush, my position. It is not about the next election. It is about what I honestly think is in the best interest of this country. We may disagree on that, but the question of motives, I think it's presumptuous to assume that only people who share your position have integrity, know the truth, and have courage. It is plausible that people hold different positions based on integrity, based on information, and based on courage, and in the end of the day, you disagree.